What is up, Gemini? Welcome to your general timeless reading. These are general, so please only take what resonates, leave the rest, don't force it to fit. These are also timeless. I am doing this live, so you guys can join. You can live chat with me. I will answer any questions. I know I'm doing this in the afternoon, so probably not a lot of you will be in this live, but that's okay. But this week, I am going to be trying to do some more live readings just so we can chit chat and actually spend time together. So if you're watching these lives after they go live and the video quality isn't up to par with my normal quality, it's just because it's being streamed through YouTube. It's not a pre-recorded video. Hey, Diamond. Of course, there'd be some patrons in here. Hey, guys. I love that. But yeah, so if you're watching this after the fact and the video quality is a little less high quality than normal, it's just because I streamed it on YouTube versus recording it on my camera and uploading it after the fact, okay? But Gemini, let's get into it. You guys were really pulling on me. I was actually really going to do earth signs today, but Gemini was really pulling on me. Gemini feels very like gentle, very emotional. So I kind of want to see what this is about. We do have Venus in Aries as of the 21st. Is that today or was that yesterday? What's today's date? Yeah, it was yesterday. Okay. And so let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. I really want to use spellcasters for Gemini. Let's see what's going on for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sorry, my windows are open. If you want a personal reading or Reiki session, you can go ahead and book it down below through my website description box. Check out Patreon if you want help on your spiritual path. You know the drill. Like, share, subscribe. Give the video a thumbs up. Helps the channel grow. And my name is Jordan. Let's get into it, Gem. Let's see what's going on for you guys. My Geminis. Gemini, I feel Four Swords energy with you guys, like a lot of really wanting to isolate. We do have Knight of Wands, which is Sagittarius. I feel like this is people around you, though. I don't feel like this is your energy. I feel like this is people trying to come into your energy. I feel like you're almost sitting backseat to this. Yeah, Nine of Wands. This is you. Yeah, Nine of Wands. Oh, my Lanta. Nine of Wands is a very like guarded energy. It almost feels like a Seven of Wands energy to me with the Knight of Wands. It's wanting to protect your energy from other people, almost setting very, I don't want to say healthy boundaries, but almost like, hey, I want to be left alone right now. And with the Hangman and the Page of Wands, this feels like really deep isolation, like dealing with a lot of, I don't want to say child wounding because it doesn't feel like child wounding, even though the Page of Wands to me is the wounded child card. It feels like just really deep soul level issues. It feels like maybe things you've been addressing for a long time. It's kind of like, hey, I'm at the end of a really bumpy road and I know I need to buckle down right now. I can't deal with distractions. And it's not that this Knight of Wands is a distraction. It's just that I feel that you're in some really heavy self-care or really deep hermit mode introspection, especially with the Hangman. That's indicative in tarot of the dark night of the soul. That's Neptune Pisces energy. Hello, how are you? Yeah, I always watch my rising sign first too. I love watching my rising sign. It's my go-to. Let's see. I feel like there's about 3 more that want to come out. Yeah, Justice in reverse. I feel like this is internal though with Justice in reverse. I think that that's you almost trying to find your equilibrium. It's not like this is not fair what this person's communicating. Justice in reverse feels more so this energy of I need to find my own balance within me. It doesn't feel like a right or wrong with another individual. This Knight of Wands feels like multiple people. There's one more. There it is. Yep, Two of Cups, which is soul alignment. Soul alignment with Justice followed by the Two of Cups and the Sun on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, you're trying to come out of a dark night of the soul. You're trying to come out of a lot of emotional healing, wounding, which makes sense because we're in spring equinox and that's literally dark night of the soul, a lot of energy of purging, getting rid of things that no longer serve us so we can be that seed coming out of the dirt, the dark night of the soul, to bloom into this beautiful flower. So we're ready for new cycles, right? Springtime. And with the Two of Cups, that's alignment in the Sun. Oh, and there's the Seven of Wands. Beautiful. Really nice. The Sun, that illumination, that seeing what you really want to obtain for yourself, what you want to achieve, that happiness. I really like that. It's very nice. I know this doesn't feel good because it feels really exhausting. It kind of feels like I'm going to get up, I'm going to try and be ambitious, but like in the back of the mind, it's like my feet are dragging. It kind of feels like that. Okay, let's clarify. But you're doing it. You're doing your dang thing. You're just having really healthy boundaries with people right now. I don't feel that you're being rude or nasty about it either, which is really good. I like that. I like that. And keep in mind, this can be people around you. This does not have to be your energy. If you're new to watching tarot on YouTube, check out How to Interpret Tarot as a Viewer. I've linked it down below. All right, let's clarify. Let's start with the sun. Yeah, I want to start with the sun. I want to break this. Okay. Yeah, Ten of Swords and the Queen of Wands in reverse. Oh my gosh, look at all this feminine energy. You got the Queen of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Wands in reverse. You're working through a lot of distorted feminine energy. A lot of distorted feminine energy, which we've been talking about for months now, for a really, really long time. We've been talking about it since the full moon in Cancer and the full moon in Capricorn. So around, I want to say December, January, around that time. And that's what you're closing out. You're working through the final stages of your distorted feminine energy. So things that have been blocking you from being receptive, from being in the present moment, from manifesting, from having faith in the universe and your own intuition, from being capable of manifesting things for yourself, right? Because we manifest from our thought, from feminine energy. We bring it into the physical from the masculine. That's what you're really working on. So this has to do with your self-confidence, your sense of self-worth, your ability to receive and trust other people, trust other individuals, trusting yourself. There's some big heavy hitters right here, especially with the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups in reverse. That's a lot of trust, empathy, compassion, lack thereof for self and other people, right? And with the Queen of Wands, that's a lack of confidence. That's the sacral chakra, okay? So that's a lot of manifestation influence right there that you're closing out. Ten of Swords. Big stuff, big stuff. And you're seeing it and you're accepting it. And that's why it's all this illumination, overcoming all those obstacles. That's really, really big stuff. But that's why it's dark night soul energy. Very nice. Okay, let's look at this Knight of Wands. I want to see this other individual that you're dealing with. Let's check them out. Okay. Knight of Wands. How are you doing? Nine of Wands again. Page of Swords. Yeah, you don't want to talk to them. Three of Pentacles in reverse and the King of Pentacles. You're not interested in talking to this person. You're not interested in interacting or building anything. You might even come up with excuses to avoid doing things with people at this time. And it's not out of a place of like being selfish. I really think it's just because you don't feel really grounded, stable. You don't have much to give to other people right now because you're very focused on your own self-care. The Page of Swords does speak to lying. I don't think that it's from a place of like wanting to be truly deceptive. It feels like, hey, I kind of need to focus on me right now. It doesn't feel deceptive whatsoever. With the Nine of Wands in reverse, it just feels like a lack of energy. Like I really want to rest. I really want to focus on me. And that's kind of the energy we're in right now. There's a really big emphasis on mental, emotional care and self-care in general. Okay. So now is really the peak time over the next 6 to 8 weeks. It's a peak time to really focus on getting back into your spiritual routines, self-care routines, things of that nature. If you've fallen off that track. Okay. Wake up in the morning, give yourself the first 15 minutes of your day to serve yourself first. Okay. That's a must. Let's look at the Nine of Wands. Let's look at you. Because this is what you're fighting for, but it's also why you're protecting your energy. Six of Wands. Beautiful. Yeah, you're fighting for the victory. The Six of Wands is coming out of the Five of Wands. It's being very determined to succeed, but it's also telling me that there's a Three of Wands energy there, which means that you know you're at the end. You know your ships are coming in. You know that you've been doing this for a good dang minute, and you're getting really close to succeeding. Very close to succeeding. You're not going to let other people, it's not even that they're distractions, but you just don't want things taking your energy away from this when you've been working toward it for so long. It's kind of like, hey, I need to really lay down the hammer and say, I can't shift my focus right now because it's been on this and it's working. And if I make the slightest change, I don't want to risk losing this achievement because I'm doing it for me. That's not selfish. Yeah. Devil in reverse, Eight of Pentacles, working on releasing the shadow, working on integrating your ego, dark night of the soul energy, the demons. Very nice. Devil, Capricorn energy, and the Eight of Pentacles, Virgo energy, Six of Wands, Leo. I know, I totally forget to say the signs sometimes. Let's look at the Hangman, Pisces, Neptune energy. I think we just had the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Where were you? Okay, they don't want to pop up. Let's look at the Hangman. It's the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. And the Four of Cups. Okay, so now we have the King of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So we have all the queens in reverse on the board right now, which tells me that you're working on your divine feminine energy, your Empress energy, all that distorted feminine, right? Hello, how are you? Good evening. I'm happy that it's evening by you, because it's not the evening by me. But this is telling me that you've been rejecting from the feminine things that you really wanted, right? Because it's distorted feminine energy, and you're aware of that because the Hangman's a new perspective, seeing it, right? So that's what you've been working on. With the Hangman in reverse, you're trying to overcome that. It's also trying to open up your heart space to receive that as well. So let's see. Let's keep going. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so opening up the heart space, being receptive, trying to work on self-care, because the Ace of Cups doesn't just speak to romantic relationships and new beginnings in love. It does speak to wanting to balance out your own masculine and your own feminine energy, because you've been very imbalanced, feeling ungrounded, not really wanting to invest. It's not that you don't want to invest in other people, other connections. It's that the focus has been you, and it should be right now. It really should be right now, which is really good. So let's look at the Page of Wands and Justice together. Yeah, there it is. Page of Pentacles and the King of Cups. I wanted to look at them together because it's going to get a little redundant. I can just feel how redundant it's getting. King of Cups in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. It's just you. More work on yourself. With the King of Cups in reverse, you might even have perspective of other people not wanting to invest in you, feeling that the way that you feel about yourself is also the way that others feel about you. So if you feel a sense of lack of self-worth, you might think that other people don't appreciate you or other people aren't considerate of you, and that might be perpetuating in your relationships because everything's a mirror of ourself, right? And you're realizing that, and you're realizing your own creator. So that's why you're going through this dark night of the soul, because now you're seeing the evidence of the more highly I speak and feel about myself, I'm actually attracting people that speak and feel more highly of me as well. Because the Page of Pentacles is my self-reflector card, and the King of Cups does feel like energy is around you. It doesn't feel like your own masculine energy, but it feels like that reflection of self and other people. So let's look at the alignment with the Two of Cups energy. I feel like you're really open with what you're going through with other people, or at least trying to be, which is really, really nice. Yeah, Eight of Cups, beautiful. And the Nine of Swords, you're walking away from anything that triggers this anxiety, the sense of lack, the sense of loss, which is really healthy, okay? It's not that you're abandoning it, not acknowledging it. It's just you're understanding what does not serve you anymore, and you're not going to allow it to take space up mentally for you, right? It's not something that you're going to Eight of Swords, analysis paralysis, right? Sit and dwell on anymore. Between the Two of Cups and the Eight of Cups is a Six of Cups energy, meaning that most of this anxiety is rooted in the past for you. So walking away from the connections of the past that might have kept you out of alignment with your true self, or the scenarios, environments, or circumstances that you might have been hanging on to out of a sense of familiarity, that you're realizing, I got to let go of this because it's not helping my mental, emotional, physical health anymore, right? Very nice. Okay, let's get some final advice for Gemini. Should I take these? I don't want to take them, so we're going to shuffle again. Let's get final advice for Gem. That was a quick read. It was. Emperor in reverse. This is where you're going, though. Seven of Swords. Yeah, you're understanding the distorted masculine, distorted feminine energy. And the Star in reverse. Yeah, with Death, the Ace of Pentacles, the World, Four of Swords, the Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Wow, that's beautiful. Okay, so this is no longer going back to old ways of doubting what you're capable of, right? Because the Seven of Swords and the Emperor, this is wanting that sense of control, in order to feel safe, right? So, for example, I'll even use an example when I had super distorted masculine energy. I would want to control my relationships all the time, super control freak, Capricorn rising, all day, every day. Wanting to know, I don't know, like just controlling, like mentally, like emotionally, with myself, with my person, and that was not healthy, and it was blocking what was meant for me. The Star in reverse, because you're not surrendering. We can't control other people. We can't control what they say, what they do, and if you have this anticipation that, well, it didn't play out the way I wanted, so it must not be meant for me, right? You're always going to be disappointed. That's a sense of expectation, right? That's distorted masculine energy. It's very common, right? Because that's a trigger from the ego, because you're trying to avoid trauma, right? So once you integrate your ego, you realize those aspects of yourself. You're no longer going to be disappointed, and you're no longer really going to have distorted masculine energy. So that's what's coming to an end. Death, right? Scorpio energy, because you're going into a new cycle. Ace of Pentacles, because you're releasing what no longer serves you. The World, brand new cycle. A lot of cyclic energy just here alone with Death, the Ace of Pentacles, and the World. Massive closeout. Big dark night of the soul, right? Big rebirth energy, because you're doing all this healing to pursue your own happiness. Four Swords, Ten of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. Following what your heart really wants. That's happiness. That's healing. Look at all the cyclic energy you have, though. Ten of Swords, Ten of Cups, the World, Ace of Pentacles, Death. You also have the Sun is your overall. That's beautiful. That's a great read, because that's where you're heading. That's what's meant for you. It's going to happen, but you're setting very healthy boundaries. I like that you're being very patient with yourself. This is very nice. It's very nice. Sorry I don't feel like more enthusiastic. I can feel how like tired and drained you are. So just keep doing what you're doing. Keep being patient with yourself. Keep the self-care. Keep resting, because it feels very Four of Swords. Like I said in the beginning, it feels very Four of Swords. This will come after the fact. It doesn't feel as if it involves other people. It feels very much so that it can involve other people in relationships once you obtain it for yourself, because you're going to know who those people are and who's meant for you. Very much so. But Gemini, this is what I have for you. I hope you guys, thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I'm going to be live again in a few seconds just to do another reading for another sign. I'm not sure who yet, but I'll see you next time. And if you want a personal reading, go ahead, book it down below through my website. Check out Patreon if you want help on your spiritual path. And like, share, subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up. Helps the channel grow. And I greatly appreciate it. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Bye, Diamond.